Hi everybody, I'm Ernie and I love America. Kind of have a title today for today's tape, and it's called Obama, His Words and His Friends. Why is all of this going on unnoticed in the mainstream media? They send 1,000 reporters and lawyers to Alaska to dig up something about Sarah Palin. But what I'm going to tell you is kind of right in front of their eyes. But I want to tell you that the things that I'm going to say right now are directly from Obama's mouth, from his own 2 memoirs, okay? First of all, from Dreams of My Father, which is one of the most uninteresting books you'll ever read in your life, he is quoted as saying, "I ceased to advertise my mother's race at the age of 12 or 13 when I began to suspect that by doing so I was ingratiating myself to whites." Another one from the Dreams of My Fathers. "I found a solace in nursing I found a solace in nursing a pervasive sense of grievance and animosity against my mother's race." And you remember his mother was white. And another quote from Dreams of My Father. "There was something about him that made me wary, a little too sure of himself maybe, and he was white." Another from Dreams of My Father. "It remained necessary to prove which side you were on, to show your loyalty to the black masses, to strike out, and to name names." Another from Dreams of My Father. "I never emulate white men and brown men whose fates didn't speak to my own. I was into my father's image, the black image, the son of Africa, and I'd packed all the attributes I sought in myself, the attributes of Martin and Malcolm, Du Bois and Mandela." And then probably one of the most damning, dangerous statements the man has ever made is from his book, The Audacity of Hope. And he says, "I will stand with Muslims should the political winds shift in an ugly direction." It's a pretty scary quote. I can't understand to my deepest beliefs why we would want to turn our presidency in our country over to a man who talks like this. It sounds to me like he might be a little bit of a racist, and he's certainly pro-Muslim. And I don't think at this juncture in our country's history we need anyone in the White House who is pro-Muslim, pro-radical, or pro-Islam, or pro-anything else other than pro-American. These are some of the friends of Barack Obama that I want to mention to you, and I've mentioned a couple of them in a couple of tapes before. And if you have questions about any of them, you're welcome to send me a comment, and I'll tell you how to get a hold of the information that explains all of these people. First of all, there's Bill Ayers, and we're talking a lot about Bill Ayers right now, as we should. Bill Ayers also had a brother who deserted from the Army and said that his mother was a bitch. "I hate my mom, she's a bitch." Bill loves the words of our famous Colorado Ward Churchill. That's Professor Nutt from Denver, who called the the victims of 9/11 little Hitlers, and they all probably should have died. That was Ward Churchill, professor from Colorado University. Bill is a terrorist, a proven terrorist. We don't have to worry about that. He bombed the Pentagon and police stations and a lot of other government buildings. And then he also said that he was sorry that he hadn't done enough destroying of buildings, or for that matter, even people. He got loose on a technicality. That's why he wasn't prosecuted. That's why the bastard is still not in prison. And Bill Ayers is a domestic terrorist. We know that. And he is, in fact, a friend of Obama. Then you've got Louis Farrakhan. He's a black racist. He's anti-American. He preaches this pro-black theology thing. He's a teacher and hater of the Jews and whites. and is pro-Islamic, and he's a Marxist. And he also said that Obama was the Messiah. So that's another of Obama's good friends. The Reverend Wright, you know about the Reverend Wright, anti-American, goddamn America, goddamn this, goddamn that. That's a preacher, by the way, and Obama, of course, says, I don't remember any of that. I was there for 20 years and I didn't hear the man say anything. Well, he must have slept through a lot of services. Anyway, he's anti-American, anti-white, and he's a radical nutcase who spews hatred whenever he speaks, from the pulpit or wherever the man happens to be. All right? He's just a sick nut, as far as I'm concerned. Then you've got Tony Rezko. You know all about Tony Rezko. Khalid Al-Mansour. Call me, I'll give you some information about him. Then, of course, there's the Acorn scandal right now about voter fraud. Last count, I think it was in 16 states now. Obama trained most of those people to train the people that are actually working now. And, of course, there's Obama's big belief in Saul Alinsky's work, the original community organizer, the socialist, the communist, the Marxist, or whatever the hell he was. And did you know, by the way, that almost every Muslim organization around the world has thrown their support behind Barack Obama? Just a list of the people who like Barack Obama. Muammar Gaddafi, Ahmadinejad, Hugo Chavez, Kim Jong-il, Hamas, Al Sharpton, Barney Frank, the Black Panthers, and La Raza have endorsed Obama. The Palestine Liberation Organization has backed Obama. The Nation of Islam with Louis Farrakhan have backed Barack Obama. George Soros, of course, the multimillionaire freako, has also done that. The Project Islam Hope has thrown their money and their backing behind Barack Obama. Of course, there's the nutcase Reverend Flagler, who we all know about him. Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid. Harry Reid was the one that said that the war was lost. And he said that the war is lost. And that man needs some X-Lax. I really think he does. And there was also John Murtha, who said our military is killing innocent people in the dead of night. That's the kind of people that Barack Obama hangs around with. And also, all of Kenya, which is mostly a Muslim country, says Obama was born in Kenya. He visited there often, and also he visited there, as I've said before, as a sitting senator. So he went over there to back Odinga on our money. I think he needs to answer that. I think we as Americans should demand an answer to that. Okay? And Obama, to this day, has yet to produce a valid birth certificate. The one he has been proven a little bit touched. My belief is the man wasn't even born in this country. He probably shouldn't even run as president. But we'll know that truth or false or fiction any day. And also, you want to remember that on a show with George Stephanopoulos a while back, Obama said, and I quote, John McCain has not talked about my Muslim faith. And then he said, and then George Stephanopoulos had to correct him and say, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. And he said, I mean my Christian faith. So folks, I just do not think that we need a Muslim or a friend of Islam in the White House. I haven't even talked about the racketeers that he ran around with in Chicago. There's more to that too. There are many organizations that Obama's belonged to that I'll mention in future tapes that he's belonged to. They're all anti-American, folks. They're all anti-everything American, anti-flag, whatever is an American value. These people are against, and Barack Obama is their friend. I don't know if the man is a cell or he's just stupid. But I know that this country cannot afford Barack Obama in the White House. It will take us years and years to recover, if in fact we actually can recover from an Obama administration. Think once again about the liberal judges that he will appoint. He's voted for less liberal sentences for rapists and convicted child molesters. He believes in infanticide, killing abortion babies when they aren't completely aborted and they're alive and they have to be killed after that. There are a lot of things you need to learn about Barack Obama, folks. Get on your computers and find out. And once again, before I sign off, I want to thank all our military people who are in harm's way and those who are not in harm's way, the policemen, the fire department, all the caretakers of this great, wonderful country, and all the good politicians too. I can't name all of them because there aren't very many of them, but I can't name them. But get out and vote. Get your friends out to vote. Volunteer for the Republican Party. Drive people to the polls. Do whatever you can to keep Barack Obama from the White House. All right? Thanks a lot. God bless all of you, and God bless America. Thanks.